Why quitting your job for an audio business too early can be a mistake. One of the biggest mistakes I see in audio business is that you quit your job too early. Not because the audio business doesn't pay enough, not at all, but because the pressure ruins good decisions. Hey, my name is Donnie Baker, and I'm here to help you grow your audio business into something that can sustain you instead of your regular 9 to 5. It can, but most people don't fail in their audio business because they weren't talented enough. They fail because they quit stability before they built systems. Let's discuss. I tell you what, a lot of this is real. You already know these things. I mean, you're already in a job. You've already got a job. You may have already even owned your own business before. But this is a little different. I mean, if you're stable, if you have a stability in a paycheck and you got a 401k and tax returns and 1040 easy, I mean, that stuff's cool and all. But bro, I mean, you're quitting your job a little too early to jump into audio. It can be tough. I can tell you a story that when I first started, what happened is I had socked a little bit away. So I was okay. I was kind of prepared because I kind of knew that it might be slow starting up. You know what I mean? So, man, the first month, and this is after we built everything. It took probably 3 months to get everything operational, to buy the gear, plug everything in, test everything. Meantime, I've got a couple of clients that I'm working with. No big deal. But man, I think the first month I made $150. The entire month. So yeah, quitting your job a little too early, and I did it, and that's why I'm trying to explain to you to not do it, because I did it. I didn't have systems in place. Okay, cool, I had a couple of clients, but I didn't have stability in my clients. My clients weren't return clients. These were maybe a guy I met at the grocery store and said, hey, I got a studio. You want to come over and pay me some money and I'll record your song? Yeah. So that wasn't what I'm talking about. Now, the fantasy versus reality on this gig. Here's the myth. You burn the boats and go all in. No. Don't burn no boats. Don't burn any bridges either. Keep the burning boats away from the bridges, my friend. Audio income is very uneven, and you have to understand this. It's not every week you're going to get a check on Friday. That's not how this works. Unless, of course, you're working for someone else, and then you're living their dream, Bubba, not yours. So get that right. So what I'm talking about is that we have our ups and downs. We have our busy times and our slow times. Believe it or not, summertime. You would think summertime would be busier than any other time during the year, man. Summertime's the worst. Other than Christmas and Thanksgiving and things like that, the summertime's horrible because that's when artists are out there working. They're out there touring, playing festivals, playing shows. They've already recorded their music through the winter. That's when we're busy, is through the winter. Of course, except for the Thanksgiving, Christmas month. Other than that, like right now, bro, I kind of hate dating these videos, but right now it's January. I'm in Los Angeles, bro. We're in the midst of the NAMM show, the National Association of Music Merchants. Man, everybody from everywhere is in town this week. And it's crazy because you can set up meetings. You can set up having lunch dates with friends that you met years ago. Somebody that may have moved away and you haven't seen them in a while. Man, hook it up. That's what that's a big part of the NAMM show is getting your contacts back. It's networking. Look, the stress of not having enough money to get you through the doldrums, it kills creativity and judgment. I mean, you start making bad decisions. You start working with people that you know you shouldn't work with just because you think you need the money. Audio is hard enough without desperation driving every decision. I mean, it really gets tough out here, bro. Sometimes it's desperate measures, or you do make those decisions. I usually regret those decisions. Like I told myself I would never work with this client again because the last 2 times I worked with him, he's a really slow pay. I gotta chase him down. I gotta spend multiple resources and time that I don't have to chase this guy down to collect my invoice. And I've said it before. I'm sorry, I'm not going to work with you. I can't do it anymore because you're not good at paying me. Oh, come on, man. I promise I'll take care. Okay, all right. Let's do one more. Sure enough, bro, still chasing this fella down. That happens because I made a poor decision, okay? Well, here's what quitting your job, quitting a stability too early, this is what it might do, okay? It might make the consequences real for you. It forces you to underprice. You're like, oh man, I gotta make some money, so let me go down on my prices so I get people in. It makes you say yes to bad clients, which I just talked about, because you don't wanna do that. It turns every session into feeling more like survival than enjoying what you do, and then you're gonna burn out. When audio has to pay right now, you stop making professional decisions, and that's honestly the truth, because that's exactly what happens. I mean, working with the client that I said I'd never work with again, I brought him back in because, yeah, it was right around Thanksgiving. I'm like, yeah, okay, come on over. That's what happens. And I'm still, there was Thanksgiving last year, and now it's January. I'm still chasing him down, trying to get my money. And these are things that now every day I got to send an email. Every day I got to threaten. You know, I've worked with this guy for years, and it's been like that for years. You'd think I'd learn, but no, desperate times call for desperate stuff. Okay, this is why having a job actually is an advantage while you're getting started, okay? It breaks that into clear points. I can break this down into clear points for you. You have financial oxygen, if you will. It helps you breathe a little bit because you know you've got the stability coming in. Build it on the weekends, build it slowly. Build it on the weekends, build it at night when you get home from your job. Okay, but that's going to leave you the stability to keep building it, you know, to put these systems in place. It covers the basics: your rent, your utilities, your food. Man, if you got a family, you know, you definitely want to make it's a little bit harder when you have a family because you want to make sure your family's taken care of, right? It removes panic. It lets your audio business grow naturally because you can choose the prices that you want to pay, and slowly your clients are going to get it and understand how it works. Okay, you're going to get better client selection. You're going to be able to pick and choose who you want to work with. Man, today I don't have to work with just everybody anymore. I can pick and choose who I want to work with. I can say no to a project, and I tell you what, saying no to a project is probably one of the hardest things to do, but it's powerful. And once you learn to say no, it frees up time. It frees up other creativity parts for you that you get to jump in and do more with. So actually saying no helps you do more, believe it or not, because it just the power of no. We should do a whole episode on the power of no. Anyway, you get to take time to build your systems, your booking system, your pricing system, your workflow system, your repeat business system. How are you going to go get that? It's all systems, automated email sequences. I was just talking to a client this morning. I had a coaching session this morning. I was trying to talk to her about building automated email sequences and how powerful this is. Once you build them, they're there. All you really have to do from there is tweak them to make sure they're relevant, make sure they're up to date. So once you put these systems in place, like automated email sequences, you're done. I mean, the rest of it is doing your work. And by that, I mean, you get to continue to make the money that you're making without having to put in all the time, because, man, time is definitely valuable. My time is definitely valuable. I enjoy my time that I get to do things that I want to do. I don't have to go to work to make the money to pay the rent, because I've learned to say no to some clients, and I can pick and choose the clients that I do want to work with, and they're all quality, and they all thank me for charging them money, which is kind of weird, but it works. Okay, so stability gives you leverage. Leverage creates professionals. So there you go. This is what we're on this whole month. Next month, February, we're going to be jumping into the actual systems. So get ready for that, because it's going to be exciting. Hey, you know what? If you want more of this kind of stuff on a daily, weekly, hourly basis, come join my Skool community. I'll put a link in the description below. It's free. Come over, hang out, come meet some of the other guys that are over there, some of the other people. There's a lot of people over there. So come on over and hang out with us. We'll share, we'll give you ideas. You can give us ideas, and that's the more important thing. That's why I want you over there. Again, I'll leave a description down below. Just go check that out, man. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so here's what too early really means. All right, no consistent monthly income, no repeat clients, no systems, no savings, because you're gonna have to spend all your savings on rent so you can live. You know what I mean? And then it's actually gonna take it longer to get your audio business up and running, because now you are desperate and you're gonna get the wrong clients. You're gonna work for cheap. It's kind of crazy. Okay, when does quitting make sense? This is what you want to know. I know that's why you're here. That's why you've lasted this long in the video. Damn. You got to show balance and maturity. That's when it's time to quit. Okay. Audio income is consistent. Somewhat. It's never going to be like 100%. I'm making $300 every day. Could be, but maybe not. But it's not consistent. It's not an exact science. Okay. Systems are in place. You've got your booking system. You've got your automated email sequence system. You've got your CRM system. You've got your accounting system, your invoicing system. You've got systems in place. You got your calendar systems. You're choosing growth. You're not escaping pain, okay? You don't quit when you're excited. You quit when you're ready. Let me say that again. You don't quit when you're excited. You quit when you know you're ready, all right? So who's this for? This is for you, obviously. If you're a second career engineer, cool. You kind of already got some stuff figured out. If you're new, cool. We can help you as second career individuals to get stuff figured out for you. Again, come hang out in the Skool community. Links down below in the description. All right? Who's this not for? This is for people that are chasing fame. No, not for you, bro. I try not to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I just want to do my work, because I'm happy with it, and I'm not chasing fame. I'm not chasing YouTube likes. I'm not chasing TikTok views or anything like that. I'm also not a risk addict. I have been. I bought gear that I didn't really need, and there's some of it in this rack right behind me right now. But that happens. Okay, you're like, ooh, that new compressor. And then I used it once and like, not that great. Okay, but this is also for you if you're an adult that has responsibilities, okay? If you're an adult that has responsibilities, it feels like you're past that age of partying all the time, if you know what I'm saying. So you're ready to build, okay? And you're ready to build a future. You're ready to build something that can last, okay? This is not for you if you're allergic to structure, so not for you. Shouldn't be here. You need to go someplace else and have someone give you structure. Because if you don't have your own, if you're allergic to it, yeah, this is all about structure. Sure, you could jump right in and start mixing, start moving faders, and somebody gives you 20 bucks and you're like, woohoo, I'm professional. No, bro, you got to put your systems in place, man. If stability scares you, an audio business is going to humble you real quick. You know what I'm saying? So this is exactly who this is for. It's who it's not for. If it scares you, it's going to humble you, okay? Now, I've got decades of doing this, okay? I've watched the same pattern happen with multiple students, multiple coaching clients. It happens a lot. It's the same panic. It's the same burnout. I've seen it, I don't want to say 1,000 times, because maybe not, maybe like 100. But whatever, you know what I'm talking, you know what I'm saying. I've seen it a lot. It's the same panic, the same burnout, okay? Because I've seen it a lot. I've seen a lot of the same thing, okay? People who last, they don't rush the transition. They respect it and they build it, all right? So again, I'm gonna point you down again one more time in the description. Come hang out with us on Skool. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to give up an email address. You just come over and hang out with us, man. We have weekly coaching sessions. We have weekly coffee. We call it a Monday morning coffee talk. We just hang out and talk about gear. We talk about what we did over the weekend. We talk about whatever, the fish you caught. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. I want to leave you with this. And don't forget, next month we're jumping into the actual systems. So get ready for that. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to close with this and give you this. Don't quit your job. Build your exit. If you want a little bit more about what I'm talking about, I'll point to a video right here. Go grab that. We'll see you next time. Donnie B, I'm out.